Every week, clubs receive dozens of players' profile. Most of them get ignored within a second. Not because the players are bad, but because the presentation of the players does not make sense for the club. In this video, I'll be explaining and giving you details on why this happens. A sporting director or head of recruitment of a football club never asks this question, is this player talented? The questions he asks are, does he fit what we need right now? Is this profile coming from an agent I trust or someone I trust? If those three questions are unclear, then your profile or the profile you send as an agent is ignored and skipped to the next one because they receive thousands of these. So the first one, when we look at does he fit what we need right now? In a football club, there's always a structure. When the sporting director walks into a club, the first thing he is in charge is to bring out the structure of that club. And when he brings out the structure of that club, he sets a structure that consists of analytic department, and you have the scouting department and fitness department. A lot of departments are being set that runs, and the sporting director is at the top of that. So now, when a player is being identified by the scouts, the first thing is to find out who also is in charge of that player. And if does the player matches what they are trying to do. If the player matches what they are trying to do, that's okay, very good, first tick gone. But if the player profile doesn't matches that the system, because if they are trying to play, let's say, an attacking system and they need players with pace and whatsoever, I will not go right into details, but you know what I mean. Then they need certain players to fit into that demand. So if you don't fit into that demand, then you're out of the list. So there's no point. I see a lot of agents sending players. I see a lot of agents sending players randomly without knowing the structure of the club. This is the first thing you need to identify if you're an agent. If your player fits the bill, if your player doesn't fit that, then then it's ignored. That's why you get thousands of emails being ignored, but most of the time the agents don't know why these players are ignored. So these are the questions sporting director is always asking. Then the next question is this coming from someone I trust? This is very important because sporting directors spend huge amount of money, let me say millions, on buying players. So they don't want to go into the market spending the club's money and not knowing or not having certainty, because at that level, they need details. They need things that are going to work. They need clarity. So now, if you come and as you are a new agent and you just you pop in sending a kind of player that doesn't fit the bill, or they don't trust you, it's going to be hard for them to to open the door for you. Okay. So for you to be able to get into the door of a football club who spends millions, you have to be very precise and make sure the player you're sending is what they need. So that's why also for them to trust the person working with them, because if they fail from that, then their job also is at risk. It's very important for them, sporting director. So that's the next thing. Does it come from someone I trust? Is very important. I say this with experience of having interviewed multiple sporting directors, CEO of football clubs, scouts, and head of recruitment, asking them what it takes to become, for them to always bring a player into a football club. So that is very important. And then the last one is this what my review? After those other ticks have been done, and then now they look at, is this what my review? This means they must have been analyzing that because as a sporting director on the sporting director's table, they have thousands of messages, and for you to actually make them think, you have to have made or done your homework a lot. So when a sporting director says, "Is it what my review?" which means, is it what ignoring all the other messages and trying to look at your message? So if you want to work with football clubs, you have to be precise. I'm just going to give this shortly. You have to be precise. Make sure the player you're sending is very customized to the kind of player the club needs. The budget of the club, you know what budget they are looking at. I mean, you know what budget they are about to spend, and also that system. Wise, you also know that the player is going to. You don't want to send a player that they already have a lot of players in that position. So you have to do your assignments a lot to be able to get these things right. Okay. I hope this tip help you. I'm Gaucho Brand, FIFA licensed agent living in Finland. I help players network with clubs and sell their players to club. I also do help young players, scout young players, take them to football clubs so that they can progress their career. If you're a football agent and you're struggling with networking and building your network with club, I have a link below. Book a one-to-one mentorship call with me, and I'm going to help you build your network with clubs with what I've learned from interviewing CEOs, sporting directors, head of recruitment of a lot of professional clubs in Europe. Okay. And also, if you're a young player or a parent or a young player, if you come across this video and you have a son that or someone that you need that he needs help in developing his career, there's a lot of information out there, but you need what I will tell you here is you need structure and a proven plan to stick to it. Okay. And if you are still lost after finding this video, you can book a one-to-one mentorship call with me, and I'm going to, or a one-to-one mentorship call, which is an hour. I'm going to help you, put you through what you have to do to take the right steps so that you further progress your career as fast as possible. Okay. Okay. That was it for this video. Talk to you next time and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. Cheers.